We're recording.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey, you guys, what's up? We are the Otaku couple. I am Mrs. Otaku.
And I'm Mr. Otaku.
And this is the Anime Freshman on the I'd Rather Anime channel. This is your place to catch up on all things anime, new and old, with a lovely addition of our opinions, thoughts, and banter. We are here with a lovely LaKase to talk about Hunter Hunter, episodes 49 through 58. We know you could be doing other things, so we're glad that you stopped by to anime with us. All right,
let's go ahead and jump into this thing. First of all, did you go back and watch episode 47?
Yes. After I realized I had missed it,
Okay.
I went back and watched. I feel like it was essential viewing.
Yes.
Not just because it was a cool fight scene, but because I would have been lost for the remaining episodes if I hadn't seen it, just because of the new development. But that was dope, watching Kurapika fight. I feel like Kurapika, next to Gon and Killua, is definitely one of the strongest characters. Like, I appreciate
at least when he's fighting the Phantom Troop.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's strong at fighting, but I also, like, I feel like he actually has a story that I'm invested in. So that was really cool. I still don't know the name of the guy you fought, but it was a sweet fight.
Uvo.
Uvo, okay.
Yeah, every time I hear Uvo,
really cool.
all I think is, like, I think of, like, extra virgin olive oil. That's what I think of when
Oh!
I hear it.
Obu, yeah.
Yeah. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I could see that. Uvo. But yeah, it was a really great fight scene. And, like, this whole chain thing now was so cool.
Right?
So cool. But yeah, Kurapika did not play. Kurapika did not come to play at all. I see what you're saying now. Like, he was like, okay, let's put you in the ground.
Yeah. He brought a shovel to the fight.
He did. He came ready.
He was ready.
He was so ready, and I'm so glad he won. So that was dope. So yeah, I'm glad that I went back to watch it. I'm glad you guys caught that I missed it, because I really would have been like watching these last few episodes like,
what happened to him?
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Yes. Why are they so upset?
Yeah, what's happening? So that was really cool. That was really, really cool. Yeah. And now we're like really seeing the Spider Gang. I'm calling them the Spider Gang. I know they're the Phantom Troop, but I feel like they're the Spider Gang.
She's giving them like 5 names in like the last 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
Yeah.
That's okay. But yeah, what did you think of like the Phantom Troop versus the Mafia? Like when they were going through and making their way to the auction building, and they were just destroying everybody along the way.
Yes, yeah. The Phantom Troop is not to be played with. They're so cool. I actually like seeing the individual powers of the Phantom Troop. Mm-hmm. Like Homegirl, who the blonde. Sorry, people watching. I'm so sorry with names. There's just so many. But the one who can just like read your mind and know what you're thinking. I loved, like, this is the last episode, but relating it back to what we're talking about, it's just so cool to me that, you know, talking about how they each have individual powers, just like how in depth their powers go, like they are not to be trifled with. So it made perfect sense that they just like destroyed everything. Like even like the members of the Phantom Troop who look like they can't do anything are total BAs. So that was
like the
so
girl
cool.
with the vacuum cleaner.
Yes! Like, what? But, yeah, that was cool. I hate them. That's strong, but, it's just, I think what I love about them is, like, you don't expect it. It would have been so easy to go for, like, a crew of just, like, big burly dudes, but I do like how they all look different and, like, all different powers, and they're all, like, creepy clown to an extent.
Hisoka.
Totally insane.
Yeah.
Hisoka. I've like refused. My brain has not allowed me to remember his name. It's like a self-preservation tactic.
Yeah.
But I love how Hisoka isn't even like original member of
Right.
Phantom Troop.
No, he just came and took somebody's spot.
Yeah. He killed them and was like, hey, I'm in now.
I'm in now. They're like, okay, dope.
That's how the rules work. So like,
gotta kill your way in.
Right.
So I think Killua would make a great addition. Gon would too. Like, I love that those two are.
They would actually.
Well, not, you know, like they're just like a step away. I mean, they're young, but they have the skill already. I mean, they learned Nen and Yen and Jin and Ben and all that shit earlier. Little color Ben. Little Ben.
But yeah, I mean, I could see that because the thing that I love about Gon and Killua is that even though they're like they look so sweet and innocent, but it's like no, by any means necessary. And that's what the Phantom Troop is about. Like, we do what we want by any means necessary. That means you gotta die. That means you gotta die. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. This is not an obstacle.
Yeah. Why are we even talking about it?
This is an option.
I also, speaking of, oh my gosh, any means necessary. You know how Killua does that sweet little hand, like the heart rip out?
Yeah.
He tried on Homegirl and her muscles stopped him. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That final
his hand got stuck in it. It got stuck in her chest. Like, oh snap.
Like, ah!
Like, maybe I should have thought about this a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, you made it easy for me to see you because of your rage. Your bloodlust is what she said. Yeah.
But what did you think when the lights came back on and Cruella was gone and Karapika
I was
had
like,
taken
that
her?
was awesome. That was awesome.
It's like,
that's
oh
why
no, they didn't
Karapika,
get away. They missed their chance. Yeah, but Karapika got Cruella.
They got their chance. I love little Leorio's acting. Leorio kills me. But yeah, it was really cool to see how that chain goes in your heart. Like his little tactic. Karapika's just so cool. I love that little evolution of his character.
I love Karapika's conviction.
Yeah, his conviction, and that's what makes him strong.
Dedicated.
Yeah. Because
that makes him strong.
You see that in like other anime, but so often sometimes that conviction is like it wavers. He's like, no, like I don't care if I can't use my nin for anything else. This is my mission. I don't care. There's only 12 of them. I will crush all 12 of them, and then I will live a normal life.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like he has a goal, and he's out to accomplish it. And once he accomplishes it, he's done. He doesn't need to be the strongest. He doesn't need all of this. He's just like the license is so that I can kill you without repercussion and get access to information
on how to find you so I can kill you.
Right. And my nin ability goes along with this because I need to find you and kill you.
Yep. Yeah. I literally came up with these chains to chain you down the hill.
It's nuts. That was so cool. I love that. I love seeing Karapika become so badass because I was kind of waiting throughout the season because we started off with him being so awesome and he kind of, fell to the wayside because it became more about Killua and Gon. But I always really liked Karapika's character, even though I couldn't remember his name. I just thought he seemed like he should be the strongest one, because he figured everything out so quickly. He was aware of like the subtext of what was going on with other people. He was really reflective, so I really like that character. So it was really cool to see him level up like this.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dope.
All right, so since we're talking about Killua and the strongest and all of that, let's just talk about the next kind of like big fight, which was the Zoldyck versus Chrollo.
Yes.
What did you think?
That was insane.
Like, were you expecting them to show up?
No! Caught me totally off guard. I actually had to like stop and like go back. So I was like, wait, what?
Yes.
That was cool.
Dad and Grandpa are here.
Yeah.
Dad and Grandpa. I'm like, what are they doing? That was so cool to watch them fight. Killua's dad kind of looks like Goku to me when Goku's blonde. I don't know why. I just kept thinking about that. Like with the blonde hair and everything. But that was really cool. I didn't expect it at all. This show is good about throwing in curveballs. I will give them that. Sometimes I like it. It's not whatever you expect. I like that sometimes. Sometimes I think it's a little overdone because like we'll be in the middle of one story and then it's like and then we go back to the other story and I was like, wait a second. Okay, now I need to rewatch it. But that was a cool addition.
I think my favorite part about that was when they were like, oh wait, we not getting paid for this no more? Okay, we're done.
Yeah. Like they just stopped in the middle of the fight, like
we don't need to fight you. This ain't personal. We don't do that.
Yeah.
This is money.
This is all business, baby.
Like, hey, Grandpa, your clients are dead because I finished my job first. So it was like, all right, well, I guess there's no need for us to continue this fight then. We don't do jobs we're not getting paid for.
Yeah. Like you're off the hook today, Buck. You get to go home.
And I just I love that. Like that fits so much with like. And it's like obviously the Zoldyck and like the fight in and of itself, but it also gives you so much insight into Killua and why he does what he does and why he's so analytical. It's like, ooh, but is this actually going to get me where I'm going? Yeah. Because if it doesn't like aid my purpose, there's no point in doing it.
No purpose. Yeah, like why be here? Yeah, that was a really cool thing. It's like they're not necessarily evil. They're just business people.
Yeah.
Which. Yeah. I mean, that has its own levels.
You like how
there's no malice.
He said that he gives people in the same business a discount. It's just like, I just thought that was funny. They were talking about code names, and it was like, oh no, we'll just use our real names.
It's like
so unbothered. I aspire to that level of unbothered. Like,
Right,
yeah, who gives a
like-
shit? They know it. They're not gonna get in.
Can we talk about how thug they are? They're just like, yes, we use
They
our real
are.
names, and you know where we live. This is our address, and if you can come to us, that's great. Like, no one can handle us. What? Why are we hiding?
Like, most people can't even
Exactly.
make it past our butlers.
Right?
No,
Yeah, so-
we have a monster in the forest.
Okay,
and
forget the butlers. Most of us can't even make it past the front door.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you can't
Can't
even
even
door.
open the door.
Can't even open the door, and if you do open it, you're gonna get eaten alive.
Right. And it's like, and if you go through the actual gate of testing, it's like, then you have to deal with the butlers. Congratulations. And not even the
Congrats.
actual butlers. You have to deal with the apprentice
Princess
butlers.
butlers.
Princess. Yeah, they're not even like the main ones. They're not even their best. Can you imagine that? You're getting the guys who are like interns, and they're still whooping your ass. Like
Right.
what?
And not even a bunch of them. Like, you came with the crew, and it's just one of
One-
them. And
yeah.
it's a child. Not even
Little
like
girl.
a real, like a literal child. And it's just like, well,
What?
like we don't care. Like that's who we are. That's the level we're on.
Yep.
And the fact that even the fat one was like, "Hey, I'll go kill 15 people for 15 million. We good? Yeah,
15 billion.
15 billion. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh my god.
15 billion.
15.
We
Hey,
good?
but-
15
Yeah.
amount.
All right. Let's go.
Right.
And then he
Right.
got it because
Mhm.
did we get to that part?
Yeah.
That he shows
Yeah, I thought we
up.
saw it.
Mhm, yeah.
Okay, I can't remember. My
Yeah.
memory is.
I
like-
thought we did. I know we saw a lot. I feel like I've watched so many episodes.
We
But,
saw him
but-
leaving, but we didn't see him actually in the auction bidding on the.
But he shows up to the auction, so like he gets
okay.
the money. He does. He follows
You know
in
what?
on his end of the deal.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought I saw that. Yeah, the Zoldycks are sweet. So, yeah, I had a brain fart. Sorry,
What?
I'm gonna get my brain right again. So I was gonna go back to just this final episode.
The one with
Why did Homegirl die? I
Yes.
feel like I was a little bit lost. Okay, why did she die?
Because
Yes.
Karapika. Well, you can say it. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, my understanding, because he's more of an expert on Karapika and his nin than I am. But basically, Karapika used his nin and was like, "Hey, if you talk, then you die." Like, and,
Yeah.
you know, his.
You can't. She
Okay.
wasn't allowed to say anything about him or
Right.
whatever,
What happened,
or
okay.
reveal anything about him.
But
She did.
you know, her ability is, you know, the mind reading thing, and so
Good.
she's like, "I'm going to give my memories to the most trusted members,
The
or
founding
whatever."
members, these six, because she could fire off six
Six
shots
shots
at one time. So she was able to give all her memories at one time to these six people. But at the same time that
That's
she
why.
did that, she died because she
died.
broke the condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I thought she was the flip, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But,
No problem.
But how did you feel about like Gon and Killua when they were like taken by the Phantom Troop?
Oh my gosh, it was nuts. I
And-
love watching them work things out internally and like trying to like hide their memories and trying to survive, figuring out like what was going on with Leorio. That scene was just so cute to me as he was like trying to pretend to be a businessman. But yeah, I knew they weren't gonna die, but it was just really crazy watching them fight them and like the arm wrestling stuff. We talked about that last
Yeah.
time. No, that was this round.
It was the same.
Yeah.
Episode. Yeah. It was cool. That was a really good way of just like thinking of it from like a writer's perspective. That was a great way to get more information about the Phantom Troop, having the boys engage with them in that way.
I
Really
love it
cool.
because for me, because you know, I y'all know me, I like very on the cusp characters, morally broken characters, as we say.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
when you put Gon and Killua in situations where it's like they could very easily be these people,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Because it's not
Very
that they didn't
easily.
get along with the Phantom Troop. It's just that what they wanted were different things.
Yeah.
And it's like it worked in their favor that they didn't know that Karapika was the
Was
chain
the
user,
user.
because I love when Killua, he figured it out because obviously he's more analytical than
Yeah.
Gon is.
Yeah.
He was just like, ooh,
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't read my mind again.
Yeah.
Because
You cannot
that
check
would
me
be
again.
awesome.
that
If she
Yeah.
texts me again, it's going to be a problem.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna know. Yeah, that was great. That was really cool.
So
Um,
but I felt the same way. Part of the reason why I also loved when Hisoka was telling Gon, oh, we could have been friends in like a different lifetime. It's like, ooh, but you could have though. Like,
Yeah.
different circumstances. If he
Yeah.
wasn't creepy.
It wasn't creepy.
if you didn't like freak me out so much, then maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly. Possibly. Probably not.
Yeah. What did you think of Crollo's abilities? Or I guess I should say abilities, depending on how you look at it.
He was a badass. gosh, all their abilities were so unique and different. Like, but yeah, I thought Krillin was awesome. It made sense he was the leader, but it was also okay. Seeing how cool his like, and I don't know if you guys want to explain the abilities to people. You probably will better than I. But it was so cool that he was so strong, but Kurapika still got him. So that was awesome. But I don't know. Do you guys want to? Well, I guess people who are watching this have seen the episodes, but.
Yes, but just because you saw it doesn't always mean you understand.
Understand. So yeah, and I mean, you guys could probably explain it better than me, and I might have missed some things.
But basically, Crowler has the ability to steal other people's abilities, as long as they reveal how their abilities work to him or whatever. But once he steals their abilities, he's literally stolen them. So that person can no longer use their ability. But if that person dies, then Crowler also loses that ability. It goes away from his book.
So like you have to walk that fine line of like, okay, I get this, but I can't kill you. Them. You know, but I need to like, but if you take their abilities, they're, you know, no longer a threat. So yeah, that was really cool. And then,
that's so messed up though. Can you imagine someone like Hisoka, who is like, I have the abilities of both rubber and gum, you know, and it's just like all the time he uses it for like legit everything. And him not having it anymore, like Hisoka would still be a threat, but he wouldn't be as much of a threat without his bungee gun.
Yeah, I would love for Hisoka to lose his power. That would be ideal. In my headcanon, he has no power. In my headcanon, Kurapika killed him.
She does not like Hisoka, you guys.
Wow.
Cannot stand that character. Makes me feel gross, nasty.
So, what would you think if Crollo and Hisoka had a fight? Who do you think would win?
Hisoka would win. Hisoka's just way too deviant and cunning. He would win. Well, I really do think Hisoka's the strongest character.
If you're ever curious and you want to read it in the manga,
that happens.
Do they fight?
Yeah, they fight.
Does Hisoka win?
They have a fight at Heaven's Arena. I'm not going to reveal any details.
I'll just Google it.
You can.
Yeah, I won't do it on here.
Oh no, you froze.
Oh, yeah. I froze?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me come back in and out.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'm still
You're
here.
back. But you have to turn your camera back on.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. I was going to say, this is the first time that I froze without anybody else freezing. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. So it's just in the manga? It's not on the show?
Yeah, it's just in the manga.
Okay, I'll have to find that and read it.
Keep in mind that the manga is incomplete.
Yes.
So
it's still going?
It's just incomplete.
So
we're gonna say it's incomplete.
We're gonna say it's incomplete. Hunter x Hunter. They also call it hiatus x hiatus, because the author goes on hiatus all the time, like for years at a time. Yes.
So it will never be complete. So I don't suggest that you start it unless you all understand that there is no end. Never. It just stops.
My personal recommendation: stop where the anime stops.
Yeah. My personal recommendation: watch the anime and then be done.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And if you care about the Crollo Hisoka fight, you can literally just read that fight. You really don't need any other manga context.
You don't need the lead up to it, honestly. If you watch the anime, you don't need the lead up, because that's what I did. I just watched the anime and then
read the fight.
I was forced to read the fight because I was told it was really interesting, and I was lied to.
It is really interesting, but it's very complicated.
Gotcha.
It is not. It's not that good, you guys. Like, I'm going to just throw it out there. Like, I was not impressed by the fight. I was really
That's
confused
because I forced her to read it. Anything I force her to read is going to have that stigma.
I was really confused the whole time. Like,
See,
I was like,
that's what I'm talking about.
What is happening? Why do I care? I don't understand. Like,
why do I care?
His abilities are so complicated, and I'm like, bruh, what?
Yeah,
I can't even get into the fight.
You know
what I like about Hisoka? His ability is really simple. It has the properties of both rubber and gum. That's the whole ability. Crollo got so many rules with his ability, and that was It's like trying to mix a game of like checkers and juggling. Like, no, these two things don't go together.
Yeah, if you like 4D or 5D chess, then that fight is for you. If you're a checkers person, probably not.
I love you said checkers and juggling. That's a great analogy. Not even the same arena. Not even close. Well, at least checkers and chess have the same board.
No, it's completely different. It's not apples to apples. It's not even apples to like pineapples. It is like apples to like freaking clouds. They're not even the same thing.
Not even food.
There's not even food anymore. I don't even to know what was happening. I was just like, I don't understand why we would put these two things together. I don't know why we try to explain it. I don't know why we call this a fight. This is mental warfare. Okay?
Mental warfare.
I don't like it. No.
I'm being tortured.
And the pictures are so confusing. Like, it's just pages and pages of text, like, while they're explaining. The whole fight is literally just explaining Corolla's ability. That's the whole fight.
That works on the show.
It's like 45 pages of explaining what this man does.
I can't. That barely works for me on the show. I feel like some episodes is like an entire episode of exposition, so I'm just like, they're holding me thin. But that in a book, in a manga, hell to the no.
There are some pages in Hunter x Hunter where it's all text, like no images in the manga.
That's called a graphic novel, bruh.
Yeah.
That's not even a graphic novel. That is a straight
book.
That's a book. That's a book with a couple pages of pictures. That is a book. That's a historical record at this point. Yeah, I can't do that. I do that would be my, since we've come to the end of this first season, I think my critiques of the show would be, I think there was just way too much exposition. We jumped into, like, I feel like there was a lot of exposition because we jumped into new, like, oh, you guys okay?
Alphonse is making weird noises down here.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay. He's cute. But what was I going to say? But I feel like we had too much exposition because they were introducing, like, entirely new concepts, like, in the middle of the series. So those would be my only critiques for people who are, like, thinking about watching the show. Be prepared for that. You're going to have episodes where it's just talking about what just happened, and you're going to be springboarded into an entirely new concept about halfway through the entire first season. I was like, now we're talking about Nin, and what is this? But those are and then there's a pedophilic clown.
Yeah, there's a pedophilic clown. Hisoka is creepy, and he will make you uncomfortable every time he comes on screen, and it does get worse.
It gets only worse.
Yeah.
I just, like, for my own self-care, I can't. But those are my main critiques. But I do think the show, like, originality on lock. On lock.
Yeah.
I really like Hunter x Hunter, but one of the things that you didn't catch it because you haven't seen it. I don't know if you remember the girl who does the fortunes and stuff. You remember her?
Yes. Yeah.
On her phone, she has this little charm, and it's like this little blue bird, and his name is Pooh.
Yeah, and it's actually. Go ahead.
Oh, it's from this. What do you call him? Mangaka?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who wrote Hunter x Hunter, his first major manga turned anime is called Yu Yu Hakusho, and and in it he has a pet bird or a spirit bird or whatever you want to call it, and his name is Pooh. Aww. And so she has the same bird as a stuffed animal as a charm on her phone. It's like one of those
that's
cute.
Connected
elements.
Like tie-in. Yeah, it's like a little Easter egg.
In my personal opinion, Yu Yu Hakusho is a lot better than Hunter x Hunter.
Yu Yu Hakusho is a lot simpler and more straightforward. Hunter x Hunter is like, it's this big intricate masterpiece, but at the same time you have to keep up with it, and you have to you have to follow it. It takes a lot of work.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I don't think Hunter x Hunter you can really
take
breaks with. Yeah, you can't take it lightly. You have to pay attention. See, my thing with when I watch anime, I like to, when I watch any show, like, in a binge, I like to be able to kind of come in and out, and you can't do it with this show. And that's just me. That's my own personal thing. I like to be doing 5 things at once.
Yeah, so that I don't not one that you can half watch.
Not one. Yeah, you have to be locked on. So that would be my advice for anybody. I can't imagine people are watching this series and haven't seen the show. But if you are watching this series and haven't seen the show, I definitely would recommend locking in and just rewatching. I can see why you guys rewatch it because there are things that you.
Oh yeah, every time we watch it, we're like, "Did you catch it the first time? I ain't catch it the first time." Oh, okay, cool.
Right.
But
yeah.
But that kind of concludes the Hunter x Hunter series of the Anime Freshmen because we went through the first season. So if you guys want to keep watching it, feel free. But we're moving on to the next anime in this course.
Which we will let you know eventually.
Yeah.
Later. Probably next week.
Yeah. So
we'll
tweet it out. So make sure you're following us on Twitter if you want to know. There you go.
But yeah, did you have any closing remarks on Hunter x Hunter? Or were those your closing remarks?
Yeah, those were my closing remarks. Just that really, I have not seen an anime so unique before. I think the only thing that comes close for me would be like Attack on Titan in terms of like depth of the world, and mystery and all that good stuff. I think it really is.
How far have you gotten on Attack on Titan?
Oh, I'm only on season. I've watched the first 2 seasons, so I'm way behind.
Okay,
way behind. But I know what's going on. My brother watches and he reads the manga, so he keeps me abreast. But I gotta go back. I want to go back and rewatch that one later in my life.
Later in your life.
Later.
I think I want to wait for that one to be done. But yeah, I really do think Hunter x Hunter is a great example of what can happen with animes when like you're taking chances and you're allowing there to be like the super deep like mythology, I guess what I would call it.
World
like,
building.
World building.
Very intricate power system.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, so I think that's it.
Yay! That's it for this episode of I'd Rather Anime. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to Written in Melanin, where LaKase and I have the Melanin Chat every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, and we talk about bookish, writerish, black things. And then also subscribe to her channel, because she does like literally everything, and she's amazing, and we love her. So
love you guys too.
Her channel is from LaKase Marie. Mine is Written in Melanin, and of course subscribe to I'd Rather Anime. That's 3 channels. There you go. Do that. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Handles are the same everywhere. And tell your friends about it so they can check us out. And that's it. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we know you could be doing other things, but we're glad that you decided to anime with us. Until next time, peace
out.